Welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you very much, Umar, for having me.
So we're not done with one demonstration in Accra. You are also planning another demonstration. What is your demonstration about? And who are joining you?
Ours has been in the pipeline for a long time. Anyway, so this one is got to do with the shipping lines and their borrowing charges, fees and charges in our ports. And so this has been done by all freight forwarding associations, the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders, the Customs Brokers Association of Ghana, Freight Forwarders Association of Ghana, and then ACHAC, the Association of Customs House Agents, and also all traders, importers and exporters in Ghana. And so this is what it is about. It is against the shipping lines of Ghana and how we have been treated all this while.
How have they been treating you?
So, Maru, to cut a long story short, you see, when you pay freight into this country for any cargo, every shipping line that comes into this country knows the custom of the port, that this is how much stevedore I'm going to pay, this is how much handling charges is going to cost, this is how much fuel is going to take for me to bring these boxes to Ghana. All of this is factored into the freight, okay? So when they get to Ghana, the agreement on these bills of lading says, look, take my box to a container yard. So from container yard to container yard. So once the boxes get here, we are done. The Ports Authority handles it, we pay them, and then that's it. Our freight should take care of it. But no, it doesn't end there. Now they are taking all these fees from us, and they keep coming up with new ones every day. There's a short history behind it. Back in the 80s, when our ports didn't have, the right equipment to handle, containerization, the minister at the time, I think this was in Kwesi Boche's time, gave them a certain leeway that, okay, if they were going to use their own stevedoring companies, then we should allow them to charge a small fee, because then it was going to help us decongest the ports. And so that was fine. Fast forward, that $10 fee or so that they were given, that leeway they were given, has metamorphosed into a whole new thing, and it's become a major source of business for them. And these fees, we know, are illegal. It would cost you almost 1,000 USD to pay, just to release a 40-footer container from a shipping line now. Why is that so? And then they have all these hidden strain charges, empty container fee, transport charges, cleaning charges. It is not right. And this has to stop.
So your demonstration is not against government, it's against private companies.
This is against the shipping lines.
Why don't you boycott them or possibly go on a strike? That would work better than going on a demonstration. Explain to me how a demonstration can help fix this, please.
So we are calling the attention of, okay, Ghana is a sovereign state, and so our laws should be able to stop them from doing so. But then they have gone behind all of that and doing what they want to do. Okay? So boycotting them is another thing. Why would you boycott them? You go out, you want to ship something, your company picks up the thing. You have paid for it. He comes here and turns around, holds your hand behind your back because he knows your goods are still in his custody, and says, I won't give it to you unless you pay me these charges, which we know is a double charge. He's already charged you for it.
Can they explain that is a global economic challenge that is making them do this? Would that not be a good explanation?
No, that is not the reason. Even the US of A has actually stopped them. If you go online and check out, there are a lot of countries now that have going against the shipping lines because of these, false practices. Okay? It is time we stop this thing. It is not right.
Now, next question would be, who regulates your space, and what have they said or done about this?
Okay, so all of this comes under the purview of the Ministry of Transport. We have done several. Look, my predecessors, I should say maybe about 4 or 5 of them way back, if I don't have to mention names. I have several letters on files there that will show we have made several attempts at doing this. One day they are asked to stop it, the next day they are back on it. And so, look, the time has come. Somehow, this has to see the end. You understand? We have to see the end of this.
Tomorrow, you're going to demonstrate, and then what next?
So, it's going to be a continuum, because at this point, my favorite musicians, McFadden, will say, ain't no stopping us now. We have to see the end of this thing. At some point, it has to stop. Okay? It cannot continue, because this is actually hurting the Ghanaian economy. Look, all these monies, these guys do not work on weekends, but they will charge you demurrage fees for weekends. You can imagine if your goods arrive on, say, an Easter Thursday, then forget it, because if they're giving you 7 days free for demurrage, they are not working on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. All of those things will be factored into the 7 days that they've given you. You understand? Which is just an unfair practice, because we have the laws of Ghana actually tell you how days should be counted when it comes to business. They have forgone all of that. They are they're using exchange rate differentials, which are not, offered by the Bank of Ghana. Every week, the Bank of Ghana says, okay, this is the rate that's going to be. They ignore that rate, and they have their own exchange rates that they take. What happens to all these monies that they collect? At the end of the day, they change all the monies, they mop up all the USD, forex in the system, and it's taken out of the country. This is, has a very huge blot on our forex issues, and we've asked government severally to look at this and investigate it. It's a serious matter, my brother.
Very well. Thank you. We'll be there. It's at Tema, right?
Yes, Tema.
Okay, which area? So that
at 10 a.m. in the morning, we'll start from the GIF compound, and then we'll go around to the shipping line offices in Tema.
And the police have agreed to be with you, right?
The police have agreed, because we have postponed this for about 3-4 times. All at the behest of the police that it wasn't time. But then they say tomorrow the time is right. So 10 a.m. we're all meeting, we're all gathering at the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders compound, and then we'll take it from there.
Thank you so much, and don't get arrested. Thank you for speaking to us. That's Eddie Akron. He's former president of the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders.